Wow. What another complete game from the Ohio State Buckeyes. They completely throttle, embarrass, a complete beatdown on Oregon in this rematch. Just unbelievable play calling by Chip Kelly. And you know what? Jim Knowles can stay forever. This Oregon offense, when they get clicking, they're very dangerous. And they didn't really get a chance to do that. Ohio State's defense totaled for 8 sacks this time around against Oregon. They didn't have any, not one, 0 sacks the last time they played Oregon. And don't get me started on this offense. My God, they put on an absolute clinic the first half. Jeremiah Smith was a big part of it. It's just, it's so funny. If you go look back at that Michigan game, it's like they didn't even know he was there. It's like they forgot and just like, oh, it finally clicked. We had the best wide receiver in all of college football. This dude got the Rose Bowl MVP, nearly 200 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. Jeremiah Smith, I could see why his recruitment went down to the last minute. I mean, it was a nail biter on if is he going to go to Ohio State, is he going to sign with Miami? And thank God he came to Ohio State. This dude is Megatron, Julio Jones, and AJ Green combined. I mean, he's a freshman and he's making plays like this. If he would have been eligible, if freshmen be eligible for the NFL draft, he go top 5. He's that good. He's the real deal. I mean, my gosh. And also, thank you, Michigan. You woke this team up. You woke up a sleeping giant. I mean, you planned our ever since the flag planning. This Ohio State team has played out of their minds. Just the disrespect as well. And it's clear that Ryan Day has a Michigan problem. I mean, how do you make this make sense? Michigan loses to Oregon. Ohio State loses to Michigan. Ohio State just absolutely dominates Oregon the second time around. It's clear. Ohio State has a Michigan problem. But you know what? I already made a video about that. I want to stick to the Ohio. I want to stick to this game. I mean, my gosh, just phenomenal showing. Last time they played, this Oregon offense had their way with the Buckeye defense. Dalen Gabriel threw for over 400 yards. Total offense over 500 yards. I I don't even think like they hit 250 total yards, and that includes rushing. Jordan James got knocked out of the game. He wasn't really doing much anyways. The deep ball was almost non-existent. And again, the amount of sacks in this game, Jack Sawyer and JT Tumaloau are making their money. They're moving up on the draft boards. It's about time that we saw production out of these two. It's been a long time coming. I'm happy for these seniors. I'm happy for this team. They're out there, they're having fun, and they're pissed off. They're really pissed off, especially Ryan Day. Playoff Ryan Day, he's really scary. Michigan Ryan Day, not not so much, but playoff Ryan Day. Look at the last 2 games. Just a complete domination. And we're not talking about slouch teams. This Ohio State team is really dangerous when they click on offense. When Jim Knowles figures things out on defense, this is the best team in the country, and they just proved it. And mind you, Oregon was the favorite picked by all the ESPN commentators to win the national championship, and Ohio State sent them home. I mean, hats off to Oregon for taking the Big Ten by storm, beating Ohio State the regular season, and winning the Big Ten championship. But I'm sorry, this feels a lot sweeter. We beat you. We got revenge when it mattered. Ohio State beats Oregon when it mattered. Nobody's talking about the regular season. Nobody's talking about the Big Ten championship. It's all about the playoffs now. And Ohio State is laser focused. I really like this team's chances to win the national championship. Now, my belief, my confidence in Ryan Day is coming back slowly but surely. And the Michigan loss, yeah, it still sucks. But each time that Ohio State wins the playoffs, I 25% less care. So after Tennessee, I 75% cared. After this game, I 50% cared. If they go on to win the national championship, I honestly I probably won't care. National champs. But you know what? They go against a really good Texas team. Same like defense matchup. Pretty much the same. The top two defenses of the country, and they both have speed on both sides of the ball. That's big. It's going to be a great matchup, but I'll be putting out a video on that. Oh, look behind me. It's Desmond Howard. Dude, you can eat your words. Never gives Ohio State credit for anything. I mean, even when Ohio State was up, I think they're up 34-8. Actually, no, 30, yeah, 34-8 at halftime. He brings up the Alabama Georgia. I'm like, oh, I've seen this before. Remember when Alabama was up big against Georgia? In Georgia, stormed back. Didn't happen. Eat your words. Give Ohio State some credit. Stop being such a homer. But anyways, this Ohio State team is laser focused. They're excited. They're exciting to watch. Again, just so happy for these seniors. They're playing their best football. They're flying around, having fun, knocking teeth out, and just complete domination. And again, thank you, Michigan. Thank you for the motivation and the fans as well. This is exactly what they needed. I'm loving every moment of this playoff run. I'm excited for this Texas game. Go Bucks.